Won't You Be My Neighbor is a documentary film from the director of 20 Feet from Stardom. I have seen that film, but I don't really remember it. It's about backup singers and how their careers never develop. Anyways, this documentary film is about the life and times of Fred Rogers. He was a television show host, personality. Essentially talks about his humble origins. If you're someone who's never heard of Fred Rogers or his show, then this documentary sort of starts with the sort of basic outline. So even if you've never heard of the person or the show, it gives you a good idea and catches you up. I never really grew up with Mr. Rogers. I was more of a Mr. Dress-Up person, but Mr. Dress-Up is actually a protege of Mr. Rogers. Anyways, the show goes into the origins of his TV show, public television, and how the puppets became into play. They would use a lot of stock footage, and then the stock footage would burn up sometimes, so they'd have to use puppets instead. And it goes on to show how much of a worldwide phenomenon he'd become, even exploring like his reaction to parodies of his show. Things about his childhood. There's lots of interviews with his family and friends, and there's some really touching moments here and there. Something I didn't like though, they showed the interview, the sort of conflict between him and Senator Pastore. I've seen it on Facebook, anyone can watch it. It's like a 6-minute clip of him calmly saying why public television is needed, and Pastore gives him the $20 million. The movie abridges the version, so it seems really awkward because he only talks for like 1 minute, and then Pastore is like, sure, you can have the money. And that's the only thing I really didn't like about the documentary. It's a very quick, short, it's only 90 minutes long, but it's a very interesting look at an influential man and how his compassion changed the world. So I give Won't You Be My Neighbor a 7.5 out of 10.